Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And today is our weekly truck mod. It's a little late this week, but I'm never persistent on or consistent I should say, on very much. Also, why didn't I upload on Thursday? Well, it was very simple. I had just finished the train run, as you know. We were towing the 70-ton train with our new skin and whatnot, and I figured that if I did another video, it would leave me about, halfway in a trip. And being halfway in a trip wouldn't be a lot of fun, because then it'd be like an entire week before I record again, and I don't like doing that. I'd rather end a trip at the end if I can, and then continue on. So that's why I didn't upload yesterday. Of course, hindsight would told me later on I should have put up a video of something. Anything would have done. Just for one day, and to let you guys know. And I didn't, and I apologize for that. But be that as it may, we have a new mod this week. This is made from scratch. This is not updating something or continuing something. And it's bought at a DAF dealership, and it's the MAZ 6422M. I believe this is a Russian truck. And from what I understand, this mod is truck and period specific. Yeah. So that means is that you're going to probably be dealing with weaker engines, but as you can see, it actually has pretty good torque. And it's a cheater truck, which, is fine if that's what you like. No problem with that. With only 21,118 euros to buy. It's got an 800-liter fuel tank, 412 horsepower engine, 6x4 left-handed drive, with 1870 newton meters at 1100 to 1400 RPM. So it really doesn't matter what garage we put it in, because it's going to put us in the same one. Alright. Garage manager. Truck manager. Let's see if there's any upgrades on this truck. That's not the right truck, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Cabin. No. Chassis. No. Engines. Oh, there are engines. 400, 330, 400, 240. 330, 360, 425. Well, let's see what we get for torque. 1200, 1500, 1686, 1870, 1870. In all due honesty, this engine that's already in there is, despite this being 425 horsepower, this has more torque. I want this one though, because it does it at 100 less RPM. So that's where I want to go. We only get the one transmission. Interior actually looks really nice. Look at the dash, nice and big, easy to read. This really looks good. How about paint? Yeah, we can put some paint on it. Sunshine yellow, sure. Oh, maybe there are some things we can change. Oh, we can change the color of the spoiler. We can either just have it straight black, or we can color the color of the truck. We can put... Oh, yeah, alright. Alright, that's good, that's good. Alright, we like that. No, that's not what I meant. I hate when I have to do things like this. Change the color. I figured that's what that was. That's the... I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay, I see. It's the inside. Alright, I see that. So what's this? Is that thing in the back? Yeah, actually you can remove that. I like that. And then you can remove the interior there. And this looks like it's interior as well. It's that in the back there. Interesting. Change the color of the grille. I actually kind of like the black on that one. I hate when that happens. Let's go with this first. Oh, you can put the logo on the front. Very nice. And I guess you can do different bull bars on it, although I don't think any of the bull bars are going to look... Well, that one doesn't look too bad, actually. And no. That one's not too bad. Neither is that one, but not as good. That one's actually pretty decent. But nice, you have the different bull bars you can put on it, and if you can find one that fits. Was it this one? I think it was that one that I liked. Yeah, it was this one. I could really throw horns on it. That's funny. I don't know if the big lights look right, or if the small lights, or the little square lights. Honestly, kind of in keeping in the theme of the truck a little bit. It's nice you can throw the bull bar on there. Not that I know if this truck had a bull bar. Honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of the bull bar. What's all this? Can't tell what that changes. That's in the back. That's a spare tire. Cool. That changes. Oh, I like that. Okay. It adds to the bottom. I like. And that puts lights in there. Nice. Nice touch. Very nice touch. Okay, the hard part here is that these things are in the back, but you can't see them. So you got to kind of put it there and then take it off. I figured that was the fire hydrant. It is. This is extra tank. Okay. How about this? Alright. Oof. Okay. Okay. No. Right. Interesting. Very interesting. What's this? Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. Just a lot of the options are hard to see. How about the tires? Now, as you can see, this is definitely all done in Russian as well. So... then you have the regular truck tires. I don't know, I kind of like this one. Yeah. That works. And look, it cost me a grand total of 6,000 euros to do all that. Alright. A lot of options. But you can't change the truck itself. Minor, but still, it's there. Oh, I'm driving the truck. Well, it's fine. There's no skins for it. I just wanted to see a custom paint on it. Alright. Well, let's see where we are. We're going for route length. right? So we want the short run. And 720 is not a short run. Okay. I know I have a garage here. I don't know. I'm looking for like... I'm just wondering if there's like a heavy... There's a heavy load going a short distance, but honestly I doubt it. These bother me a little bit. Coming up blank. I really don't see an overly heavy, and even if I move, it's not gonna matter too much. What weights we have here? No. Alright. So let's do this. Let's take a map view. And let's quick travel there. And we'll see if we can find a decent load to run. Interesting. Oh well, we probably need to rest, huh? Nice. Did I pull up too far already? Completely unique sound. Alright. Huh, this would work. 711 kilometers, of course. 580. This would be great if it wasn't 1,000 fucking kilometers, man. Jeez. That's tough. I'm gonna try and see if I can rest one more time and cycle the trailers once more. From here. Man, that would be great. That's gonna make for an awfully long video. Well, I tried, but I'm not gonna search too much. So let's back this out of the garage. It looks good. All lights work. Yep, that works. Directionals look like they work, including on the side. And on the back. Nice. Brake lights. Reverse lights work. Wipers work on the outside. Nice. And on the inside. Okay. Well, inside, the interior looks really good. Look at this, I can get a full around view into the back. This is awesome. I can still stop the truck from here too. Look at it. You can just get a good view of the interior from in here. That is sweet, dude. Wow. Now it does have a mirror, as you can see, but you can't, and that's the truck itself. So I think the smart thing to do is to have both floating mirrors on this truck. Now again, I'm not going to flaw the truck and the mod for this. This is how the truck is. The mirror is there. It's not just in sight. So I'd either have to drive like this, or I can just have the floating mirror up. Dude, I think they wired your bull bar wrong. Oh wow, look at this, 16 speed. Yeah, 16 speed transmission. I guess that helps make up for the low torque, huh? Not a bad basic horn. It sounded a bit like an air horn. I really would like to have taken that truck or this train, but what can you do? They're too far for these videos. You're talking 1,000 and 700, and even if I could complete them in this time, it wouldn't work as well. The video would be too long. Looks good under the trailer. It looks like a real nice hookup there. I don't know, that tire maybe looks a little floaty, but I think I'm looking a little too close, honestly. I think this looks really good. Oh, this mod is impressive. I mean, look at the dashboard. Look at how close your dials and your readout is. Everything's easy to read. Oops. Ah, damn. Well, it's okay. I'll make up for it somehow. I'm just being impressed by this mod, really. I mean, God, it's so easy to read all the dials. I can tell how much fuel I have, and I can change the readout too, which is awesome. Look at, I can change the readout. Eventually the light will change and I'll be able to go. I can't hear the directional. I don't hear the click, 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 click of the directional. And I think this is really one of those trucks where if I want to, oops, I can go without that. Because everything's right on the dashboard and it's really easy to read. The speedometer's accurate. The gearing is easy to read. It's right there on the lower right at the bottom of the speedometer. my fuel, and I have a very easy to use sat nav right up there on the left. It's a little small, but it's very clear. Look, you even get the time over there on the right. Accurate game time, man. Just damn. Forgot I had one more gear. Not adjusted to driving this by far. Over in the mid lane to stay away from any, that happening. You know, some people did complain under this mod that that the main problem with it was, you know, it wasn't fast enough, it didn't pull well enough. I can't believe, you know, some of the things people were asking for. You gotta make a 600 to 750 horsepower engine. Even one guy was, you gotta make like 1,000 or 2,000 horsepower. I'm sitting there going, but it's time specific. You know, this isn't, you know, a Ferrari race, and that's something I've never understood with Euro Truck, just to be honest with you. There are mods out there, okay, plenty of mods out there, where you have 1,000 horsepower engines. Yeah, I did not crash, did I? I must have. You have 1,000 horsepower engines, 2,000, and at that point, for me, it becomes why? You defeat the purpose of the game. What's the point of having such a powerful engine? You know, you're going to be able to easily deal with any trailer you come across. This isn't a race. This is about getting your cargo from point A to point B while making sure you maintain a good haul. You know, like that video I uploaded a while back. The 750 horsepower vanilla big Volvo, the new one, the FH16, versus a 70-ton train going up probably the longest and steepest climb, and I accidentally found that climb. In the TSM map mod. I keep forgetting to shift gears. This truck, it sounds good, but it's quiet for me, you know. It takes some getting used to, for sure. And I would say with this truck, you'd really want to be around 90. Not much more than 90, because that puts you up around 1,500 RPM. And you don't want to really travel much higher than that if you don't want to suck your fuel down too quickly. You really want to stay around 1,500 RPM. So if you're one of those people that like to cruise at around 90, this would definitely be good. If you want to go faster, you probably can. It probably won't suck the fuel down too much by the looks of it. But you know me, I personally like to cruise up, and I'm going to jack it up here. Usually around 110, but I'm going to just take it up to about 100 if I can. That's where I normally like to be. My nose is a little stuffy today. Excuse me 1 second. Alright. A little better. Now, the only thing I don't get with the sat-nav is I don't get estimated time and how far I am from destination. But therein, I guess, is actually part of the fun. Because, to be honest, with most trucks, even with sat-nav, you're not going to get an estimated time of arrival and, you know, how much further you have to go. Probably in most trucks you don't even have a... Well, yes, I do. Okay, I know the speed limit said 120. I'm almost positive. And I got a speeding ticket for going 100. So I think what's happened in the game at this point, because I've been watching this a little bit, is you have a maximum limit that you can go as a truck despite what the speed limit says. But again, with this account, I don't care too much. This is about testing and driving the mod. Yeah, see, 120, and I still got a ticket for going 100. I wonder if there's an option to change that, and I just never found it in the game. I'm not going to go look right now. I can look at another time, but right now I'm just enjoying this ride. This is the first time ever I've been able to drive without a sat-nav on. You know, because I have a perfectly good one. And I have all the dials and readouts that I need right in front of me. I mean, I even can see how fast I got my, I can't even think now. My cruise control set. I got locked in for 95. You know, it's easy to see. I see it's 1831, 21 degrees Celsius. I think that I can go about 22, 25, you know, 2,225 more kilometers. I can see oil, I can see gas, I can see temperature, oil pressure. Not that these gauges actually mean anything in game, but they're there and you can see them clearly. Even across the front you can see MAZ 6422M, you know? Over on the right you see temp. It actually looks like it's running high. It's going up a little far, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be. And I can even see what looks like voltage meter. This is probably one of the most impressive dashboards I've seen, and more dashboards need to be like this in the game. Too many dashboards in the game are too small, which is really why I really like that mod that zoomed all the dashboards in closer to you. But I don't know where that mod went. I went looking for it and I haven't been able to find it. And if I have to go back too far in some of the mods, please let me in. Oh well. 2 crashes and a speeding ticket. I'm not doing good so far. Oof. Now this is not the sat-nav's fault. This was I wasn't paying attention to the sat-nav. Which, if you know me, is a somewhat common problem. We gotta get a look at this thing in motion before it gets much darker. We're turning into, you know, night here. Yeah, I did that. I don't like to break momentum. You know that by now. Let's get a quick look at our truck running here. That looks really nice. That looks really good. Now I'm guessing the metha tanks all over it. This truck could run on methane. It actually had an option to run on various methane tanks. Is that what I'm seeing? It looks like it. I think the digital speedometer is a little off. I mean, not the... I want to take a look here. Yeah. The analog speedometer is a little off. The analog speedometer was reading 100 when I hit the lock, but it locked in at 94, about 95. So the analog speedometer is a little off, but that's not a terrible thing, to be honest. I honestly don't mind that. I mean, how badly are you going to nitpick a made from the ground up mod, which is exactly what this is. This mod is not, like I said, it's not somebody tweaking somebody else's mod or fixing it or trying to improve it or updating it so it works with the latest version. I had high beams on. Look at how easy those light readouts are. High beam, low beam, easy to see. In fact, I got my lights on, it's easy to see. That's really cool. This is a really cool drive too. I love the scenery. Now this is one of the parts of the water that we were getting to cross, and that might be a ship in the distance as I drift over the line a little bit, but that could just be clouds too. One thing I knocked the truck sim map for was in this one area coming across Africa, and it may still be there. You were constantly passing the same two ships every, few minutes, if that, You would pass a cargo ship, then a tanker, a cargo ship, then a tanker, cargo ship, and a tanker. And you just kept passing those two endlessly for a very large stretch of the road, and it was unbelievably annoying. Oh, hooray. We all know my favorite friend, the toll booth. So let's just stop too far back. Not what I meant to do. I paid a toll. How the hell did I pay a toll when I didn't even get a toll ticket? You know, not every toll booth has a start and an end. You know, use this much of the highway, you pay this much of the toll. But that's how it works in this game. Like, I used to live out in Virginia, in a place called Cape Charles, a town that was literally 8 blocks by 8 blocks. And in this town, the only way to get to like Norfolk, the place to hang out, was to drive across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge top. And you had to make sure that you really wanted to go. Because, yeah, I see the off-ramp up ahead. If that's just the ending, or if I actually have to turn off is what we're looking for. But as I was saying, you know, you had to pay $10 to go across the bridge and then $10 coming back. If you didn't have $10, well, you weren't going. Yeah, I'd say we just keep going straight. How about you? And there were other tolls out there, bridges and whatnot. Now that was a toll bridge, so that I suppose is possible to what it could have been, you know? It could have been that I was paying a toll to go across that bridge area. That's not usually how this game works. Well, we are almost done, man. This kind of flew by, I must say. Oh, yeah, there's also one more thing that you don't get by not having the other sat-nav up. And that is you don't get the stamina meter. So you'll only know that your driver's tired when they start yawning. Again, that's more realistic. Is this the right place? Nope. This is. I hate that as you pass lights, the camera like wants to zoom in. I just want to drive this on the outside because I think it looks really freaking cool. Of course, I'll back it in from the inside once I put it in reverse. Yeah, I screwed up that angle totally. Starting to think I've gotten a little too used to big trailers. Good enough. Yeah, we don't care about that. Wow. What can I say about this mod? There's only very, very minor things that I would talk down about it. Like I said, you're not going to be cruising very fast in this truck, even with 16 speeds. But the 16 speeds, even with the smaller and less powerful engines, would give you plenty of pull for the truck. You'll have tons of pull even for heavy loads, that's for sure. Plenty of torque with that transmission. You just won't go very fast. So it might make rush deliveries a little difficult, but that's not an issue with the mod. The analog speedometer's a little off, but it's not a big deal. I mean, you could make arguments that you can't change the chassis and you can't change the cabin, but you don't always have that option on trucks in reality. And I know some people won't like the fact that the strongest engine doesn't even have the best torque, and that the best torque engine's 412 horsepower. But it's reality. Not all trucks had 750 horsepower, 730, 698, and whatever. And although you don't have a lot of choices between different things that you can put on the truck. In other words, when you pick a slot, in some cases you can only put something on or take something off, and it's only one thing, or you have maybe a choice between two things. But there's a lot of them, and you can do little touches to personalize the mod. Change the color of the wing, add a bull bar or not, do the fuel tanks in the back, these strange looking fuel tanks, or a standard fuel tank, have one orbital or two, have those two little lights up top, have the bumper extension down bottom with the lights, change the color of the grille, and the things inside. Like you saw that you can remove those inside. If you don't like them inside, you want your cabin more plain, you can. The dashboard is huge and in your face. This is the first mod ever, I mean completely ever, that I've driven without the floating sat-nav. I did have to use both floating mirrors because you can't see the mirror while driving. But again, that's not a problem with the mod. That is the truck. Maybe that's how it was. I really don't have a problem if I can't see the mirror itself to use two floating mirrors. The only other thing I could pick on at all, if I picked on anything, is the fact that when doing the different things in the shop, adding things and taking things off, that it's kind of hard, as you saw when you turn it around to see the stuff in the back, the points go away. But again, that's minor. It's got its own unique sounds across the board. There's no directional sounds, but again, that's not a big deal. This is an amazing mod. It truly is an amazing mod. Like I said, done from the ground up. This is a completely 100% original. Man, if you're into like different types of European trucks, like Russian trucks, this is a Russian truck here, and just you gotta have this. You really do. You gotta add it to your fleet. So I definitely give this mod a 10. This is my second 10. It's kind of interesting to get two 10s so close together. But this mod is definitely a 10 in my book. It is a must have. Link will be in the description down below. Go download it. Try it out for yourself. Form your own opinion. Don't have to take just mine. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to be disappointed when you do. That's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is going to be One Big Bugger. I'm going to be signing out. I'll see you then.